If you see my introduction, I told you guys that I was going to try to find some of these videos where the nelk boy decided to do some damage control by going around and asking people like Myron Gaines, Sneako, and all these other guys about the whole situation that's been, the heat that they're under. And so last video, I reacted to Myron Gaines going over the situation. Now I'm going to go ahead and react to Sneako. So
when I first saw that, when I first saw it was leaked, I was thinking, okay, you guys are close with the Trump administration. We know the relationship you guys have. We know how Trump is basically owned by Netanyahu, whether or not you like to believe that. You guys have seen the picture of Trump pulling out Netanyahu's chair while he's sitting down, right? Every other world leader, Trump does the handshake and brings him in. Netanyahu, he just like, come sit right here, come sit there. He's the only person that Trump seems afraid of, right? And you guys are Trump supporters. You know the slogan, America First, correct? Mm-hmm. How can we put America first but send $4 billion to Israel every year?
So, wait, what about the point that I think that a lot of people make this, and I'm not saying this, but I feel like a lot of people want to say that Israel is America's strongest ally. That's what I've heard.
Right. What do we get from Israel as our greatest
ally?
No,
but I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that when you talk about him and Trump having that different relationship, I think it's the fact that they probably talk the most. Who knows their relationship? But I feel like that's not that important, right?
Truth of the matter is that, they're not. They're not America's greatest ally because there have been countries out there who have helped out America far more than Israel has ever done. The 20-year war that happened in Afghanistan, name me one Israeli IOF that decided to go and help them out for, fighting, quote unquote, the T's. We understand it was about war and control and regime change in that area. None of them went ahead and helped because they knew this was for their own benefit. That state in the Middle East, Israel, cannot defend itself without the help of America. They cannot do it. Saudi Arabia, sorry, not Saudi, Sudan, Yemen, Egypt, Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, all these places had to be destabilized. Not destabilized in the sense that, they went in and boots on the ground and fought them. But what I'm saying is like they had to be subdued in order to make the place safe for Israel to go ahead and pursue their bigger goal of greater Israel.
Oh yeah, well, I'm asking you guys as Trump supporters. You guys want to put America first. You don't want to fund Ukraine, right? We don't.
I'm gonna actually agree with you. And I actually said to Netanyahu's face, I was like, "Yo, you're making it harder and harder for Americans to want to support Israel. Like it's like almost non-existent at this point. It feels from a social media perspective or just from an American perspective. It's like you go to the average American, you think they're going to be free Palestine. So I agree with you that I don't think that Netanyahu or Trump is making it any easier for an American to want to support Israel.
If you're curious, we got zero bag for this, obviously.
I thought you guys did. And
we didn't get the Sneako Rumble back. I promise you that. It was
buddy. I don't have an interior designer. Yeah, not just yet.
We don't have the couch in there. We're furnitureless over here.
You know, there's 20 people in that room that was CIA and Mossad, even if you weren't aware of that.
No, I'm not. I mean, it probably was. There was 20 people in suits,
but there was there not even.
He's a war criminal, so of course he's gonna be protected by over 20 bodyguards. I mean, let's be honest. Somebody who causes corruption on Earth, you're gonna make a lot of enemies. Yeah, people are gonna want you unalive. I'm just saying. So him having 20 plus bodyguards and CIA or Mossad or whatever around him, he knows.
There's a lot of women in there too.
20 people in that room that was CIA and Mossad, even if you weren't aware of that.
No, I'm not. I mean, it probably was. There was 20 people in suits.
But there was not even. There was a lot of women in there too.
I mean, that doesn't really mean that.
That doesn't mean shit. We don't know who was in there. Sneako, we will tell you there was 20 people in there. We don't know what the fuck their role was.
Dude, we were in the Blair House. That's where they like
CIA, Mossad, propaganda, damage control. Because if let's be honest, the nelk boy cannot really ask a question that is hard hitting. They will make sure that, hey, that question is not allowed, bro. You're not allowed to ask that question. You get what I'm saying? That's what they were all there for. But I'll tell you this, the majority of those guys are probably there were Mossad.
But that's like a part of the White House where anyone that foreign comes and that's where they like stay and sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they do have a democracy in Israel, so I think that's maybe why there is.
But this is the secret that they have. Israelis hate Jesus Christ. They spit on Christians. They're bombing churches and they're killing Christians as well. The people of Israel.
Wait, hold on.
I was stuck there. I was never spit on. We also went
Because
to
you guys were there. You guys went there to kiss the wall, and you were there as a representative of Americans.
That's not even true. We went there and we saw the Christian quarters, saw the Muslim quarters. We went to where was it? Christ was born. Or what did we see there? Yeah, I think we were hammered all too. Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and give a shout out to this guy right here. If you can see him, his name is Fire Content. That's who found this video, because you know Sneako is obviously banned on YouTube, and so he's not allowed to post on here.
You were hammered there.
So we did go to where Christ was born. No, at the wall. We're being 100% transparent. Like we saw.
No, I believe you, but
we saw just they trust everything.
the difference is the people, the Arab
And
countries.
now being Catholic. And, yeah, go ahead.
So if the United States is a majority Christian country and it was founded as a majority Christian country, the difference is those surrounding countries that you're saying don't have democracy, they love Jesus, and the Israelis hate you. They believe that they rejected Jesus and they're waiting for their own Messiah. That's the main difference, is that we have more in common theologically with those countries than we do with Israel. If you ask any Israeli what they think of Jesus Christ, they will say that he's burning in feces and excrement in hell. They have rejected him.
Bro,
That's not a
Yeah, so I mean, what Sneako is saying is completely true. So the idea that they had, you know, they came up with the name Judeo-Christian, it's like, it's so stupid because these people hate you. They don't like your God. They're claiming that your God is in hell, but they're not going to emphasize on that. Why? Because they understand that they need the help of the Americans. Even recently, they went ahead and a tank went ahead and shot at a church, killing 3 Catholics plus injuring a priest. And now you have the Catholics. After that damage, by the way, only 3 of them died. More probably died because of this whole entire war has been going on for so long, and they were just dropping bombs indiscriminately. So clearly, more Catholics have died. But from recently, what just happened is 3 Catholics were dead and 1 priest was injured because the tank went ahead and fired at a church, getting ready to destroy it. And all of a sudden, the whole entire Catholic have stood up and said, okay, this is enough. I don't buy their bullshit. I don't buy it. I really hate the fact that they finally decided to stand up, because guess what? Mosques have been destroyed. Hospitals have been destroyed. Lives, thousands of lives have been completely destroyed. And now that you've lost 3 that you've seen, right? Now all of a sudden you're like, oh, now we need to stop this war. Now you want to come and say we need to stop this war. I mean, how spineless do you have to be? Seriously, it's freaking pathetic, and it's annoying. It's very, very annoying. All lives matters. It's not only that when you're killing Palestinian, it's okay, but when a Catholic dies, all of a sudden now it's not okay. No, this is not how human beings should think. We should treat everybody as equal. It doesn't matter if you're black, brown, wherever you come from. All over the world. Guess what? I didn't choose to be born African. You didn't choose to be born as an American. You didn't. The Palestinian didn't choose to be born as Palestinians.
conspiracy. That's
if you ask any Israeli,
yeah, they hate Jesus.
then what? And you're a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
So if I ask any Muslim this question, they're gonna give me that response. Like that's where I just
Every Muslim, a lot of Americans.
Everybody together.
No, but I'm just telling you what's true. Muslims believe that Jesus
But
is
you're
the.
not. You're saying if you ask anybody this, then they're gonna give me that response. That's not a fair thing to say.
Well,
about any group of people out there. I'm gonna be honest.
Do you have Israelis?
I agree with a lot of things.
I would have asked that to Netanyahu. Those are the hard hitting questions that I would have asked to somebody like Netanyahu, right? If you ask any Muslim this question, they will tell you that they love Jesus, that he's the Messiah, he's the prophet. If you ask Israelis, I can send you videos of the Israelis spitting on Christians as they walk through. That's the major difference, and I think that the idea.
There's a lot of good people in Israel too that don't agree with what's going on.
No, there are.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you guys learned something from this. I wanted to go ahead and react to Hassan Piker talking to these guys, but his video was like almost 2 hours long. So, if I was to react to that, that would take me a long time. Let's just go ahead and say that. But if you did make it this far, please don't forget to leave a like and sub, man. Like, it's helping me out a lot. I'm really trying to grow this channel, but I understand that being a small YouTuber is extremely difficult to grow because, you're not people don't really know you that much. But hey, if you made it this far, clearly the stuff that I was saying, you kind of liked it. So why not hit that like button, huh? Later.